G'day and welcome to another slow and steady video on the channel. My name is KT and today, well, we're back kind of where Red Dead 2, the story started. Of course, they all held up in this barn or this house here. And you remember Mr. Pearson cooking the meal and sheltering from the snowy storm. Well, we're going to start a new little series here on the channel on the Red Dead Wild West Wednesday, if you like. And we're going to do a horse trail. So this horse trail is going to take us across the north part of the map. Now we're heading to a house that I've marked for a bit of so we can grab some food. We've got a brand new horse here, Lightning, who appeared in the last episode. I'm going to try and pick up 5 horses because that's one of the achievements. But this is only my 3rd horse. Of course, we've got Daisy. We've also got Sparta, who comes out for all the missions. And Lightning is my race horse. And I can't remember if it's a boy or a girl. It's a girl. But just look at this world. It's beautiful, isn't it? It just, you know, and this is why it's a staple of the channel, because I just love it. Look at the way the horse walks. So we've gone into a normal, I don't know, all the walks of the horses. A normal walk, I suppose. That's canter, isn't it? See, we're in the snow, so jumping out of the snow. Look at it. It's just so cool. But I hope everyone is well. And yeah, so we'll take a look at the map just quickly. It's all right, Lightning. We're dressed up in cold. We've got cold. I should say cold. It's cold, so we're dressed up warm. And I've got these wonderful warm boots. Look at the way the even the sort of flap, the top flap on the boot is just waving back and forth. Just the way everything moves, it is absolutely beautiful. I love it. I love it. Right, okay, so we're going to do this North Trail and take a look at the map. So we're going to come down now. Across the years that I've played this, I earmark certain houses that I can stop at. There's one here, and use the markers. There's one here at Manzanita Post, and these are places that often has a campfire, or maybe a place where I can shelter from a storm. There's one here. That's Mattock Farm, of course, which is where I grew up. There's another place here. There's one in Saint Denis. There's one in Van Horn. So yeah, so I've earmarked these things. So we're going to head down to this house here. And we're going to sort of have our midday meal, if you like. Now, anything can happen on these horse trails. But we're just going to chill out, literally. It's a chill stream. So, yeah, if you fancy joining me. But these are the type of things that, you know, as the channel grows, it will be amazing to do a horse trail with some of you guys. You know, come with me. You know, get your horse. And we'll do this. I'm going to do a north. I'm going to do a east, south and west horse trail across the map. And I thought it'd be a really nice idea to do. So yeah, let's just take a look at that map once again. So the idea is we're going to run from Coulter, which is the start of Red Dead 2, and we're going to run across all the way up to the Wapiti Indian Reservation. There's another little house here, look, there's one. Probably will end here, and that'll be the north part of the map, basically. And then on the next episode, we'll come down the east coast, down through Van Horn, into Saint Denis, probably end up at Braithwaite Manor, and then we'll do the south, which is quite a big run, to be fair. South might have to be done in 2 parts. And then, well, that's kind of north part 2, isn't it? And then we come up the west coast here. So that's my idea. It's going to be mixed up, but it's going to take weeks and weeks to do because we rotate the game. We also do Red Dead. We do the odd little. We've been enjoying Cattle Country, which I must admit I'm really enjoying. And if there's any other Wild West games that you can think of that you think we should be checking out, then let me know. My goodness me, this looks incredible. So, just going to take our time. We will go into a gallop in a second. Let's just check all my cores. So yeah, the horse Lightning needs some food. Because we're up in the cold, let's give some gold cores. There we go. And I might even do the same for myself. What have I got here? A health tonic? No. I'm sure I've got some nice gold stuff kicking around. Maybe not. Alcohol. There we go. So we've got some big game, fully restores all cores to a gold Deadeye. So, oh, that's Deadeye. Okay. What do I know? Health cores. That'll do. My stamina's high anyway. So let's get on with this trail slightly. Otherwise, it's going to take us forever and a day to get across. Of course, random events can happen as we go. But, oh, look, we should probably do a bit of hunting as well. Especially if we see some free star. But the thing is, when you go... Oh, got to turn left here, up here. Yeah, I know, Lightning. It's bloody cold, isn't it? The thing is, while you're in a gallop, your thundering hooves on the ground will scare the animals. Christ, this looks a bit precarious, doesn't it? I may go for just so we got control of Lightning. Right, you follow me a second. Now we'll just walk up over this ridge. Yeah, that was a really good decision. Look at that, even my arm has got snow on it by catching that drift on the left-hand side. Ah, it's just incredible. Look at that. So this is the North Trail, and who knows, perhaps we could revisit these trails and do them as a multiplayer. That'd be really nice. But for now, you know, while the channel's really young, these sort of ideas pop into my head and I think, oh yeah, that'd be a really cool idea to do. We'll just keep hold of Lightning because we haven't got to a bond 4 level, so it makes sense just to hold on to her just while we come up over this ridge. God, it's quite a walk, isn't it? We'll jump back on Lightning in a second. Let's have a look at this view. Yeah, there's no other game like it, is there really? My character's quite cold. Right, come on, let's go. Right, where does this trail go now? Down through here? Look at that, hit the snow off the tree. I know, Lightning, come on. Right, hopefully this is the last part of the dangerous part of the trail. Looks pretty narrow, really. Perhaps I should be on the horse. I don't know. It'd be your call, really, if you ever did this trail. My goodness me, look at this. Right, let's definitely stay in on the left-hand side. And round again. My goodness me. Yeah, I don't know whether you'd ride this or whether you would do a walk. I suppose it depends how. I don't think you'd ride this. I think you'd cop hold of the horse. Oh, here comes the rain. Thankfully, we have got some shelter coming up. My goodness me. Right, let's not kill. Oh, I know, this is bloody dangerous. Where does it go? Where does it go? Our character's getting wet. Look at the cloud cover coming in. Right, this has suddenly got quite dangerous, to be honest. Oh my goodness me. Look, even my character there is sort of walking on the, you know, on the slant slightly. Okay, I think we've come off that ridge. My goodness me. So this is the North Trail. I think we can stop bleeding. Okay, we're going to have to get to shelter pretty soon, I think, else we're going to get wet. So it looks like using our tracking skills, there's maybe a horse that's come through this part already. Like I said, anything can happen. There is random encounters. I know, you've done brilliantly through there. Look at the sheen, because the horse is now wet. I'm hoping the house isn't too far. Right, looks like we have got a bandit hideout over there somewhere. Let's bring up this map. Yeah, look. A bounty target. Gonna leave them today because we're on a horse trail. And we've still got quite a way to get to this house. So I think we'll keep our head down. I don't know what time it is. It's 3:51 in the afternoon. Oh. I suppose if you were on a trail with some friends, you could probably take that bounty down, couldn't you? Oh. Wow, is that a storm coming in? Okay, we got food on us. Look, we could go hunting. God, that lightning is... You need to count the seconds between thunder and lightning. I'm going to put that away a second. Is it the... And let me get this the right way round. Oh my goodness, we've got a moonshine thing going on here. As we come out of the snow. Can you see them? Oh, that's a roadblock. We'll take them down because that's a moonshine. I wonder if I can pitch lightning against a tree. Sometimes you can do this. Hold on. There you go, hitch horse on the tree. Okay, and we will grab a rifle. Oh, that lightning. I cannot wait for this to have a PS5 upgrade. It's just going to be amazing. So yeah, so there's loads of guys there. We've got to clear it because we are we're a moonshiner ourselves, and it's important to clear these roadblocks down. Got quite a big rock here, to be fair. Oh, I can't quite see. No, I think I like where we were. So, oh God, no, 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 no. Right, okay, I think we're okay, but have we got someone to the left? No. Oh, we have got a scope, actually. Oh, I missed him. Not the best shot. Got him. Oh, come on, come on. This is quite intense. Should have brought a crew with me.
You're no lady, and I won't spare you.
Well, that's not very nice, is it? Okay, shall I move up a little bit? I totally missed him then. Captain's only left now. Right, maybe one left? Maybe a couple. Right, let's push up a bit more. Oh, there's one on the right. Yeah, he's down. Just this guy on the left. Okay, he's down. I'm now suddenly worried we're not going to clear the North Trail in one video. I really hope that we do. We'll just loot these guys. It's going to be nightfall by the time we get to the house. Yeah, these boots are quite expensive, but they're they do keep you warm. massacre, isn't it? My money's actually quite low. I'm going to have to do a couple of moonshine runs, I think. Quite like that my character's a bit chunky, like she's not skinny. Okay, I think that's everything. Now, on the back, whenever you do a roadblock, you definitely want to check out one of the wagons. Not that one. Maybe it's this one here. We'll call lightning down. Maybe it's on the back of this one. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. So you will find a lockbox. We've got a gold watch. Got some moonshine. We've got some gum. And I'm okay for revolver cartridges. Okay. Hey, lightning. I know, it's meant to be a peaceful trail, wasn't it? But I knew we were going to encounter, you know, different things along the trail. Okay, so it must be getting near nightfall now. Oh dear. Bear with. Where would say it's, yeah, 5 to 8. Oh, what's going on there? Is it a snake? Definitely something spooked. Alright, calm down, calm down. Yeah, that bonding is going up. Back into the snow, crikey. Oh, look at that one there. That's a 1-star elk. So we'll leave that one. Don't want to kill everything we see, you know? So hopefully the house is... I can't remember what house it is now. It can't be far away, surely. Still, it's not quite as cold. It's 0 degrees over this bridge. Should we put our weapon away? Oh, look at that canter. Yeah, it's very cool. You didn't really see that in the snow, but yeah, brilliant. Okay, is there a house up here? I think so. Now, normally I mark these as just somewhere we can take a bit of shelter. Lightning looks incredible though. So how far along are we on the trail? Okay, we've still got to go up to the Indian reservation. Another house, another... That's not too bad. We'll be alright. So let's... Hopefully I can get inside this barn. Some barns you can't. But it looks like you can get through the window. So I'll just check the door. Yeah, perfect. Okay, I'm going to put you in here. It's still quite cold. Oh, you're not going to come in? No? Okay. So I can go in, but the horse can't. Alright, no problem. Well, you'll have to stay out in... I would imagine... Is there anywhere I can... It's been a while since I've been here. Okay, so the horses... Is there a place I can hitch you? Because you all... Yeah, there we go. You always want to hitch the horse if you can, because it restores the cores. So you want to look for a hitching post. And we'll just give Lightning a bit of a feed. You're really brave coming over that ridge. That was ridiculous. I don't think I've come over that ridge before. You know, I've clocked over 900 hours in this game now. Okay, I don't think it's going to be no trouble, so we'll put our... How do we do that now? Nope. And I can hear a collectible, actually. Oh, now this looks nice, doesn't it? Can you hear it? Is it above the fireplace? Examine. There you go. The King of Wands. Oh, it's on the chair? There we go. Yeah, so we'll keep that. And to keep the video down, I think I'm going to get something to eat. And I'll see you in the morning. Okay, it's nearly 4 o'clock in the morning, and I think I've had a good eat, and I think we're ready to get back on the North Trail. So yeah, let's pop outside, see what the weather's doing. Looks all right through the window. It's good to be out of that snow. Lightning is still on the hitching post. Morning, Lightning. And give her a quick brush. And a feed before we set off to the Indian reservation. So let's just mark it on the map. The next part of the trail, which should be sort of here, really. Right, 4 o'clock in the morning. Conscious of this video being quite long, so kind of, but it's a great trail, isn't it? I mean, you know, you could really take your time with it, do it with friends. What's the temperature? -4, so I think we'll leave our warm boots and warm coat and thermal gloves on. But I might actually just take out that bow, just in case we come across anything that's maybe 3 stars. Oh shit, hold on. Oh god. Wasn't expecting that. Hold on, Lightning. Absolutely took me by surprise. Ambush on the bridge. Didn't even have my rifle out. Are they still up? Yeah, there's a guy this way. God, terrible shot. He's caught in the stirrups of the horse. Yeah, I've got no, all I've got is my pistol. And I cleaned it, but... God, that absolutely took me by surprise. Is there more on the hill? Yeah, there you go, look. And from behind. Absolute ambush. Maybe they knew that I was camping up on in that house overnight, and they thought they'd get me on the trail. They're still coming. Okay, I think we're getting there. Let's just get this guy, loot him. Might have to label this the dangerous North Trail. To be fair, there's danger everywhere on Red Dead, isn't there? This is the Wild West. No, I can't see him. I don't know where he is. Oh, hold on.
I'm gonna hang up your damn hide.
Where is he? Where is he? There he is. Crikey, that was quite tense. Ambush cleared. Wow, this peaceful little horse trail that we're supposed to be doing. But yeah, proper took like I was going to enjoy the river. I was going to enjoy the look at the sun coming up in the morning. We'll just loot these guys. I'm a bit low on money, so it all helps. But yeah, probably took me by surprise, that did. A couple guys on the bridge. We'll cool lightning down now. I think it will start warming up today as we come over the second part of the North Trail. You don't glean that much money from the you know, from the bandits, really. Okay, I think that'll do. Right, come on, lightning. What's temperature now? Still -1. Okay, let's get out of here. To the Indian reservation. Little fox, looks like a fox. It's a 3-star silver fox. I bet you I need my if I shoot it with this arrow, I think it will be too small. There's also bandits to the right. They're just over there on that ridge. You can see them. Is it a hideout? Let's have a quick look at them. There you go, look. So it's another bounty. But we're not going to get involved in that today. Let's bear on round. Might get into a proper gallop, to be honest. Let's just put that away. But no, hoping everyone is well and having a good week. Thank you for joining me on Wild West Wednesday. If you're subscribed, a big shout out to you. Thank you for supporting the channel and being part of the SAS crew. It's super appreciated, and I look forward to sort of growing the channel really and taking it to, making something quite cool and being able to have fun with you guys. You're the subscribers, and we can. Oh, are we here? Hold on. We're here. So this is... I'll give it a read actually. Look at all these hitch posts here. That's a lot of hitch posts. So there's the sign. If I got this right, the Wapiti, I'm going to say it wrong, and Wapiti Reservation. And I did sort of preempt that we were going to come here. So the Wapiti Indians are a group of indigenous people native to the heartlands of New Hanover. Upon the signing of the treaty, they were moved to the Wapiti Indian Reservation in Ambarino, although the remnants were forced to flee by the end of 1899, eventually settling in Canada. The Wapiti Indians were a native tribe of Americans who roamed the heartlands and New Hanover. After fighting with American settlers, the United States government, through years of conflict, the Wapiti society was significantly weakened. The chief, Rainsfall, who is featured in the story, signed a treaty with the government, but it would be later broken along with another signed afterward. A third treaty was agreed upon, which moved the Wapiti Indians to the reservation in Ambarino, which is where we are now. Despite this, the tribe continued to face animosity with the US Army due to the land underneath the reservation allegedly being rich in oil. The business tycoon Leviticus Cornwall made an agreement with Colonel Favors, who oversaw the tribe, to drive the Indians off the land and thus being drilling for oil there, implied to the party in order to make up its lackluster career for the Civil War. Favors began taking understand measures to evict the Wapiti Indians once more. Man, they had an absolute rough ride in America, didn't they? By the US Army, the civil, and all for the sake of oil. And I probably didn't read that very well, to be honest. But the point is that it's nice to visit this place up on the North Trail, and you could probably have a camp here or something. But we're going to continue on because I'm very aware of the video. So next up, we're going to go down to here. And then we're going to finish at the beautiful Brandywine Drop, which is that place that I went swimming when I did the a quick 3-minute video where it was so hot in the UK. So let's, again, hit the trail. It takes quite a while to do this North Trail, doesn't it? I've got to say. But I mean, we won't do it every week. So it's just it's a 2-star. We'll leave them alone. But look at that view. That view is stunning. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, that water. Oh, hold on. Someone coming over? Oh, it's just gorgeous, isn't it? Imagine what this is going to look like with a 60 frames, new lick of paint. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. Okay, hopefully we'll get no more random encounters as we continue on this North Trail. Looks like some sort of settlement coming up there. But yeah, you could spend an evening doing this one trail alone, I think. Just taking it easy, doing a bit of hunting along the way. You know, if you come across a town, you can sell maybe the furs and some of the meat that you've got from hunting. Sit around a campfire, cook up the food. I mean, what an incredible game. Nice bit of incline here. Thankfully the weather's been okay. Apart from that storm that we had and the lightning. The bonding is getting better with lightning. I think actually it'd be really cool to get my achievement on these trails because I can do the bonding with the horse. And I think I've got 2 more horses to get the achievement. Christ, we're up high, aren't we? I'm not sure what lake that is actually. Of course, we did lake fishing as well and caught that massive fish. Okay, that's Ocrea's Run, and I've marked it there. So there's obviously a nice house there as well. We've got Hamish Sinclair, who's an old war veteran living by himself in the wilderness, and he has some work. If you pop down and see him, he'll have some work for you. So we're not too far. I think we'll get to a bit of a gallop. How are we looking at the temperature? 5 degrees. Right, let's take off this take off all this hot gear a second. So we'll put that back on the horse. And we'll put, I think, a poncho on. There we go. That's a bit better. Get into a proper gallop. Oh. But yeah, I thought this North Trail might take half an hour, 35 minutes. Wow, look at all that, like a meadow. I've got to check that out. Hold on. I know, lightning. That was a bit, Just jump off a second. The way the character just leans forward in going uphill. Oh, look at this meadow. These daisies and poppies. A little bit of maybe lavender there. Again, I don't think I've seen this meadow before. Oh, look at that. I didn't bring my Canada goose. Yeah, if I shoot that with a gun, it's just going to have a great big hole in it. So we'll leave them be. Crazy, isn't it? That is a crazy cool game. So I think we've gone off the trail slightly. I wonder if we can sort of get back on, can't we? Hey, Lightning. We're proper off the trail, aren't we? I just had to see those daisies and poppies. Yeah, we're off the beaten trail a little bit. Only slightly. The question is, can we get down? Even the back legs of the horse to sort of carry the weight down the hill. Like the whole stance of the horse changes. Right, let's try and get back on the road there. So not too far off now. Gotta say the horse is really nice. So the horse is, I believe, you have to watch last episode, but I think it was one of the fastest, in fact it is the fastest acceleration of any horse. And so it's classed as my race horse. So you can give them different jobs, like, oh, what's going on here? Oh, so this is the next stop. So you can actually, so obviously Sparta is my mission horse. Daisy is my... Okay, there's a little camp here. That's quite nice. Daisy is my free roam horse. And because you can do horse racing, Lightning is my horse racehorse. Sorry. Right, let's see if there's anything around here. We can even rest by the fire, look. So that's why I marked it on the map, because I knew that you could stop here and cook up some food. So we'll have a coffee. And we got one more stretch to do, but we may as well, because we're here, we may as well search to see if there's anything interesting. But I mean, you could spend the night here. You could do anything you wanted, really. So let's put a bit of Deadeye, just so we can see if there's any collectibles. Yeah, there's some coffee there. We'll grab that. I think that might be it. I wonder if it's worth checking the tower. That's a cool jacket. That's a cool jacket and boots. Why can't I take that? What else we got? Anything? There's a chest. Okay, there's some bait in there, but there's nothing really, because if my pockets are, like, if I've got the maximum amount, look at that view. It's almost worth going to first person. Yeah, it's one of a kind, and it will only really be beaten by the next Rockstar game. But even so, the next Rockstar game is obviously Grand Theft Auto, so it won't really beat it because of the setting. The only thing that's going to beat Red Dead 2 is Red Dead 3, isn't it? Anyway, let's set up the next part of the map. But it's still going to be good. I mean, obviously, the it's going to be impressive, isn't it? GTA 6. And if we start talking about that, well, I've seen lots of chatter around. I've seen a few different interviews. I've seen people's thoughts and opinions, and of course, I've mentioned it. These guys are talking. And of course, they roleplay is a big thing in Rockstar games. You know, be it Grand Theft or Red Dead. And so there was a few studios, like independent studios, that were doing like RP servers and stuff. And so I'm just going to whip up the inside. So they bought them out, and of course, we all know that GTA 6 is going to be massive. But when it comes down to it, it won't be massive because of the story. It'll be massive because of the online. And I think there's going to be a more emphasis on roles. So that's my opinion. I think that's going to happen. But it's going to be interesting, you know. Yeah, I think it's going to be massive as well. It's got to be. It's got to last them. I don't know. It's got to last them probably 15 years. So you know, it's got to have that. Whether it will or not, you know, I don't know. But I imagine that would be their plan because online is so massive, isn't it? Sadly, this didn't really take off in that way. But I think this sort of attracts a different audience. Like, you know, I don't really play Grand Theft Auto that much. I mean, I did do back in the day. But I find this setting just, you know, a lot more peaceful. So we should be coming down to the, is that a bear? Oh, hold on. That's a cheetah. Oh my, fuck. Jesus Christ, if we died, I would have kind of had to go, we've been killed on the North Trail. But we are just alive. Can you see that bottom left-hand corner? We're alive by the skin of our teeth. Oh my God. Okay, right. Let's have some bread. That's not going to cut it. Right, okay, where's our golden meat? That's all cause. Wow. Okay, let's pick up our hat. I've definitely got to call it the dangerous North Trail, haven't I? It's a cougar. Right, close your eyes if you're a bit squeamish. Oh, okay, they didn't even... The animation wasn't that... You know, sometimes it cuts it like down the thing and she flips the carcass over and stuff. To be fair, it's only a 1 star because I shot it full of holes, you know. We'll put that on the back. And we'll leave that cougar to the wildlife. And we will count our blessings as just there on the horizon I can see our final stop with the waterfall there. And I think we got to go through the grizzlies at one point. That's going to get scary with all the, you know, with all the bears up at the grizzlies. But here we are. And this is where we rest up for today. Here by the waterfall. There's some wildlife here. Using it as a water hole. We've got quite difficult to see, to be honest. Absolutely breathtaking. That's it from me. Thank you for joining me on the North Trail. I think if we take a look at the map, There's also a moonshiner set up there, but we're not going to do that right now. So the next part of the trail, which will be in a few weeks' time, we will travel down the east coast, down through Annesburg. Perhaps we'll talk about Annesburg as well, maybe Van Horn, and then into Saint Denis, and probably finish up at Braithwaite. I wouldn't imagine that run's going to be as long, because that was a big... Well, actually, it was only from here. It was from Coulter, right across the top of the map. But that's it for me. Look, I'm waffling. If you like the video, then if you'd be so kind to hit like on the way out, that would be super, super cool. And if you're subscribed, a big shout out to you. Thank you for supporting the channel and being part of the SAS crew and joining me on these adventures, slow and steady. And if you're not subscribed, maybe maybe check out the channel. And if you fancy me, supporting the channel and being here, it's hopefully it's a cool place to be. Anyway, I'll leave you be. Take good care of yourself. I'll see you soon. See you on the next one. Be safe. Bye.